Admittedly, I thought the song was going to be maybe a tad bit more, I don't know what's the word for it. Interesting? Hang on, hang on. Alright, here we go. Surely this will be better. Also, hey Havoc, hope you're doing well tonight. It's good seeing you. We'll be starting up pretty darn shortly here, probably not too far off. Bit spooky? Yeah, indeed. Metroid does a really good job of having a spooky soundtrack without it actually being, like, spooky. It's pretty awesome. That was Fire FC. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Doing my best, having the best time I can. Tired. Probably gonna be taking tomorrow, I imagine, off. So probably like not a whole lot of anything going on tomorrow, content-wise, but yeah. I was muted. Whoops. Fire Carius is a D&D character. Well, it's not exactly a D&D character, like the last part of it is the character itself. And then honestly, just fire. I was like, okay, well, rhyming schemes are always fun, and I guess that's kind of how I kind of based it. Fire is just fire, and then Carius is a D&D character. So, yeah. Fun information. Alright, what do we got today? I think that's Rogier's rapier, right? Never mind, I'm entirely wrong. Clean Rot Knight Sword. That... I don't know if that has rot on it, funny enough. Like, I know it's in the name, but... yeah, that's just a weird discrepancy there. Let's see here. Yo, what's good, Mario? Hope you're doing well today, buddy. It's good seeing you. Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on. Let me check something real quickly here, because I just remembered this from last time. DLC. Let's make sure... okay, it is separate. It's... huh. Okay, I wasn't sure, because I don't remember getting DLC items last time we were playing this, like, base game. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing my best. Running through the forums right now, trying to do the best that I can and all that magic. Actually, this is not a bad loadout for the most part. That's got stealth, that's got Night Maiden's Mist, which I'm sure I don't need to express is brokenly overpowered. That's actually not too bad. And you know what, honestly, the perfume bottles I think are pretty damn good, if I remember correctly. Ooh. Dragon Communion Seal. You were just playing Elden Ring? Nice, nice. That's not very good. Iron Balls. Iron Balls, though. But the spell is kind of weak as shit. Are Iron Balls really worth it for that reason? Nah, I don't know. Roar of Regalia's Dog Water. Pest Thread's really good. Frenzied Flame Seal's okay. Vulgar Malicious Saw is a bleed. You know what? No, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this. This feels like the right option. And you know what, Havoc? Since you were the first one in chat today, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Havoc on this one. All right. There we go. Still a newbie to Elden Ring? Honestly, dude, you might be for a very long time. Elden Ring's definitely one of those games where, like, the learning curve is... you will always be learning new stuff and always be getting skill checked by new stuff. And it's probably why I like the game as much as I do, honestly. Hmm. No, honestly, never mind. This is just the best option right here. Okay, alright, cool. Let's go with one of our better loadouts. Let's go with this skin right here. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's go for it. Let's have the best time we can, and surely we're gonna be Elden Lord by the end of the day. Definitely not coping. What about the enemies adapt to you? Oh no, honestly, it's awesome. It's really, really awesome. That's honestly probably, just as a whole, one of my favorite things about most of what Elden Ring has to offer. Most of the Soulsborns, honestly. So, we might be able to cheese out whatever our very first boss is here with Nightmane's Mist. Yeah, we might be able to do that. I see that being a very real possibility because Nightmane's Mist is kind of dummy thick. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's a dragonkin. Or never mind. Okay, completely wrong. I don't normally bother with the bleed proc on this stuff. Oh, I survived that? Ever so slightly? Okay. The thing is this is not really one to win. This is more or less like just a goof session. There we go. Hey, Star. Hope you're doing well tonight. No Staggerino. Unfortunate. No Staggerino. Unfortunate. Oh, there's that wonderful bleed proc. Alright, and now, honestly, we could probably cheese it out more or less with Night Maidens. Probably. I say that with a lot of confidence, but honestly, it could go completely sideways. As all things go. Carpal Tunnel is killing you today? It's Star! Okay, there we go. More Night Maiden's Mist, doing more work. Funny part here is, honestly, I don't normally stay so far back from the boss. Normally, I'm pretty up his ass. You're old? Are you that old, though, really? Fair enough, Star. I can't say I've really had too much of that trouble myself, honestly, yet. But I definitely notice myself, like, cracking my hands more often and whatnot, and stupid shit like that. It's definitely that dumb, stupid stuff that, like, you end up doing way more over time. Okay. Alright, well, we probably could have won that fight regardless, but it honestly, again, doesn't matter. Oh, speak of the devil, Rogier's Rapier. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Actually, that's probably what we're gonna use... never mind, we're not gonna use it right now. Okay, well, we can use it once we actually have the dex requirement. That would be nice. Wouldn't you guess it, we have bottoms armor today. Honestly, I'm just going to refer to Radahn's armor from this point onwards as just bottom armor. That's all it really is. That's all it is. Alright, well, I guess in this case, since we can only use... Huh. What a weird requirement. 3 strength and 14 dex on these. That is a weird requirement. I know I've used these before, at least once. But, yeah, that's still just weird. Inquisitor's Grandol. That, I believe, is actually okay. Not Not the best Kale. Not the best Kale, but it's okay. We have time to make up for it, and honestly, as long as we can just kind of get ourselves rolling with enough health, we can pretty much just cheese most of anything out with our whatchamacallit. So, Nightmane's missed all the way. Feed everything the ketamine powder, honestly. Alright, how about it, sheep? You want to give me something good? No? Okay. I do appreciate the fact that they said, hey, let's just go ahead and make these just weapons. Instead of making them all just spells. Because I know, like, in the base game, that was kind of the thing that they wanted to do with them. Or, my bad, not spells, craftables. I am glad that they chose to make them, like, actual weapons in the DLC. Made them a lot more versatile and usable, frankly, which kind of goes a long way. Alright, crab, how about it, buddy? Nope, nothing. I am trying to do at least, like, a little bit of, like, item checking when it comes to enemies. If I can get a halfway decent item from an enemy, then, hey, decent farming part, right? So. Okay, squirrel. Squirrel. Of course, no drops. Alright, whatever. God, chat, it's only Tuesday right now, and that is a tragedy in real time. That's honestly so sad. What am I looking at? Okay, alright. It's expensive, but it's not terrible. And the good news, too, is, I already said it before, we have Unseen Form right now, which, I mean, in all seriousness, that's actually something I think we have to use a little bit more unironically. I know it's not really proving its point right now, but, like, grand scheme of things, that is something that is going to be kind of useful in the right locations if we can get stealth online and we can actually make it worth something to us. Grab. Okay. Somber 2. Okay, cool. I don't think we have anything right now that's really worth the upgrades. I don't think we can upgrade Staff of Loss, which is kind of tragic, but, you know, not that deep. We have the Fire Spark bottle, which is not really that good. Inquisitor's Garandal, I could see the argument for it. It is a bleed weapon, and at a bare minimum, a somber bleed weapon, so... You know what, honestly, that may be worth considering.
You there? Could you help us out?
Oh.
Some clod.
Oh, hi there.
You will just thank you. I was put and I ended up. When they, so this is all I have to explain. Or I couldn't, then I'd be of some.
You know what? That was enough today. I'm gonna leave him alone today. I don't normally leave Bach, but we'll leave Bach this one time. He was a good enough noodle to not earn my ire. So, sure, why not? Guilty Hood, one single rune. Okay, miserable. I figure in this case, Chad, if we can get ourselves to a point to where pretty much as long as we have a decent health pool, I think we're going to maybe not beeline it through everything today, but we're going to do as good of a job as we can to kind of just keep pressing onwards. I don't want to get too locked into anything, so we're not going to over-loot if we can help it. Not unless we get some really, really bad luck. If we get really, really bad luck, then, you know, we'll eat it, but... Oh, fucking dick knob. Of course there would be a bird here. Why wouldn't there be a bird here? Of course nature's worst goddamn creature had to show up on the first fucking couple of seconds. Nothing like a good old omen. Chat, I'm so tired of these crack fiends. I'm so tired of these crack fiends. Oh, my God. Okay, that was useless on top of useless. Awesome, really cool. And before you say, Drake Armor's actually pretty good. Yeah, Drake Armor's pretty good, but we already have the bottom chest piece, so... I think we're fine. I don't really need more armor. Not unless I plan on selling it. Which, I mean, I guess I could sell armor that I don't need. Yeah, you know what, I guess I could sell stuff. That's a fair enough point. Love that, I make my own damn arguments.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and
Uh-huh. Yeah?
gracious
Have a nice fall.
past.
Look, he never needs to live, okay? That's just a fun fact about Mr. Height. Mr. Height does not get to breathe, he does not get to live, he does not get to exist past this interaction. Why would he need to do such a thing? Okay, Smithy 1. If I could get, like, a shit ton more of Smithy 1s, and then Smithy 2s, and then Smithy 3s, we would be cooking. We'd be cooking pretty hard. But I don't see any of that happening. The bundle of arrows is not a bad thing. I am actually relatively happy for the bundle of arrows. Okay, golden seed. Flask and no seeds. Okay. Or no tears, my bad. There we go. You know what? We did get the gravity stone chunks, which... That's not super useful, but it's something, I guess. Right? So... I swear, there's just going to be an entire pack of birds somewhere. Now that we've hit the omen of birds, there's just going to be an entire pack of birds just chilling it around one of these corners. And they're going to ruin my life, and it'll be kind of funny. I'm going to get fucking jumped out of the blue, and I'm not going to be surprised that it would happen, just mildly annoyed. Okay, pick up the item this time, thank you. Okay, 2 Smithy 2s, so there's our 4 if we get up to 3. What was that? Okay, you know what, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Bloodblade, okay. Okay, never mind, I decided I don't need that item. Damn, not a single smithy stone out of the ground here. I don't know what it is, but I don't think my luck has ever been really that good when it comes to, like, smithies out in the wild. If we could get something so lucky as that, but... game's just not very generous.
Welcome. Well, these. I'm hungry.
What do we got here? 1 smithy, 2... New staff. Mostly not a great shop, but there's some stuff there, I guess. Some sauce. I know it does almost nothing, considering how small my health pool is right now, but... I mean, a splash more of health might just be the difference between a one-shot and a almost one-shot right now, so... Yeah. In fact, yeah. Wahoo! I think I saw my health bar went up like 2 points. Oh, it's so good. That is the one hard part about choosing classes like this, is that they always start off with the worst health pool. I want to say, unironically, that might be a good weapon. That might be an okay weapon. Not good enough for us to pump a whole bunch of faith, though. No, I don't think so. Not happening. Okay. So Kennethite is already dead at this point, which isn't really a problem, just simply the fact is he is dead. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Could have gotten his items, but I don't know why. I've just gotten a little bit lazy about actually collecting his items lately. I just kill him now anymore for sport. I don't know. I kill Kennethite for the memes. Plus, he hasn't really been dropping very good items lately, so, you know, is killing him really worth it? Maybe not, but, it's worth it to me, in my heart of hearts. There we go. That's scary. Oh, okay, never mind. Not nearly as bad as it could have been, though. We're fine. We're okay. Oh yeah, by the way, fire against the hands is, generally speaking, a really good option. Yeah, this is not exactly a very good weapon, grand scheme of things. Like, it's not bad. I think it gets a lot better once you actually get, like, all the stat requirements for it, which, I mean, so is every other weapon in the game at that point. But still. This, and I believe there's an Ash of War attached to the bottles that makes them really stupidly good. But I don't have that. So that is tragic. All right, let's just send down some mist real quickly. Hopefully that'll take care of, oh, yeah, nice. Took care of a lot. Alright. Really? Okay, alright, whatever. You know what? I don't need to kill it. I just want to kill it. Anything with that many legs probably needs to die in a fiery death, so. Okay, there's our Dectus half. I guess I'll go after the item that's in the building down here. Okay, well, he's just decided to completely ignore me at this point, but also at the same time, I kind of want to kill him anyways, because I feel like if I turn around, he's just going to turn around and then immediately murder me, and it's going to be my fault. Awesome. You know what? Never mind. He's staying well enough alone. He is fucked off. Okay, we'll take it. Flame and ashes. Mid. Okay. Alright, let's do a little bit of leveling. Get as much health as we can right now, while we can. It's not going to be a lot, probably, because we really don't have a lot of cash on us, but, I mean, something is something right now, so. Wait, this is... Oh, okay, so I guess we could do Frenzied Flame route. I'm not going to do that. That does not seem like a very cash money idea right now. Alright. There we go. Now we have at least a respectable amount of health. It's not a lot, but it's better than what we just had. And I guess I probably should try to get Rogier's Rapier online if I can. Because if I can use this, that's at least one upgraded up to +8. Plus it's got Glintblade Phalanx, which is a 30 poise Ash of War right there. I think it actually even does more than that if you do the follow-up, but okay, alright, well, you know what, 17... Okay, we only need 3 points, we can make that work. And it's not like I really want a whole lot of decks, but still, I gotta respect the fact that, like, that would be useful, so. Do I really want to fuck around? Yeah, I guess I do. And never mind, he fucked around even harder. Awesome. Club? Okay. Straight up just Unga Bunga. Always works for me. The worm face is terrifying, but he's not really... He's not a primary threat right now, I would say. So we should be okay. Okay. Nothing intensely great there, but I'll take what we just got. That wasn't bad. We did get the Somber 1, which now we can do at least a little bit more upgrading on a Somber weapon. That's good news. That's great news. I think once we get to Weeping Peninsula, take care of the small bout that's over there, we can turn our asses around and go back and do what we normally do. Now, let me pop this in advance. Why not? The cash is going to be... pretty much all cash right now is going to be used up on the early game, so... Spinning Weapon. As if I was ever going to use Spinning Weapon. Ooh. Huh. The Golem does scare me. Alright, you know what? I hate saying it, but I think I have to ignore the normal items I'd come to collect here. Yeah, I think it's just a tad bit too dangerous for me to be risking that. You know what? No. No. It's too risky. A lot more Deathbirds right now. Which is, yet again, another enemy type I really should not be fucking around with. Alright, let's see what the merchant has. Hopefully it's something useful. Otherwise, we'll just get more vigor. That is useful. You know what? It's 200 and we don't have anything in our flask right now? Sure, why not? Sure. And... Not a terrible merchant, but it could probably be a little bit better. I'm going to leave us one of these as a rare, like, we really done fucked up kind of situation. If we run into a situation where we have to actually use those, then we really did fuck up. It's probably too late by that point. Absolution Juice, don't need it. Trollhammer, No. Also no to this. Lionel's Helm could be a really good pivot at some point or another. Yeah, we don't need the Knight Armor. Although I will say, if we did do Drakeblood, that's actually significantly lighter. It's definitely weaker, but same time, not getting hit is arguably the best answer in most cases. So, Royal Remain Gauntlets. I'm going to say no. Not for me, champ. Okay. Not a lot of extra cash, but it's still something. And before we use this cash up, let's go up top real quickly. Make sure there's nothing of terrible value right up here. Aryan Knight Gauntlets, and... okay, fucking trash. We found trash. Awesome. We could probably cheese out the Nightbird with Night Maiden's Mist. But yet again, another boss which honestly proposes too much of a risk. It's... I don't know. It's probably too much of a risk. He just warped. Wait, did he warp or is it a different time of day? Oh, okay. Alright. I don't think I've ever actually seen a night boss phase out like that before, and that's actually... huh. That was unique enough. Speaking of unique shit, I've had like a couple different things here happen in Gungeon lately that were pretty damn unique. Which I think I already mentioned the other day. I got a rainbow chest on a normal playthrough, which was pretty cool. Another thing that I had happen here that was pretty darn unique was there's basically a very... I don't know how rare of a chance of it, but it's rare enough that it definitely does not happen every time you do it. Or at least most of the time you do it. But there's a very significantly enough rare chance that while using a teleporter item in the game, you get spawned into what you can almost kind of consider like a creepypasta zone or something of that variety. Basically, you just spawn into like this one small room with a massive eyeball in it, and it is definitely creepy. But it's also pretty fairly rare. Just because you have to get the teleporter, you also have to get the actual room for it, which is not guaranteed. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool seeing that... that's a bear. It's pretty cool seeing that happen, though. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's run away. Oh my god, that lobster was booking it. No, lobster, lobster, no. I definitely chugged, but okay, you can deny me that. Okay, alright, well, could have been worse. Nothing massive yet. No massive pile of runes yet. It would be nice if we had actually gotten like at least a handful more than that, but small piles will eventually attribute to something less, a little bit more massive, but still. Carian Greatsword. I want to say that does a significant amount of poise damage. But we also have Great Blade, or we also have Phalanx on the Rapier, so we might just do that. It would be nice to be able to use the Rapier sooner than later, grand scheme of things, but I think for the time being at least, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and accept what we have in front of us. And it's probably going to be using Night Maiden's Mist for the early game, at least, for right now. So. Grab the item. There you go. I probably don't need this Site of Grace, but we'll get it anyways, I guess. Why not? There. I know it's probably dumb to even worry about getting the split in the stats right now, but... Eh. I mean, we could technically... Oh, god damn it, that's a lobster. Okay, well... What's he guarding? I can't see what he's sitting on top of. This is dumb and stupid in every single way, but I'm gonna do it anyways because, I don't know, stupidity. Yeah, stupidity. Oh my god. Okay, thank you, lobster. Is he gonna come up and fight me? I could probably go and sit down for a minute and just, like, recover real quickly, but... How much damage did I actually do to him? Not a lot. Alright, look, I know this is stupid, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. Actually, you know what I can do? Really? Literally not what I meant to do, but okay. Sure, whatever game. That increases my poise. Let's set down a big, meaty, stinky clad for this guy. And run away. And he's just fucking sitting in it like an idiot. Awesome. And there we go. Lobster no more. Lobster boiled. I did that for fucking Gravelstone. That was... Yeah, that's about right. That's the kind of the thing you have to be prepared for in most of the randomizers. Is that you're very often going to just end up getting stuff that you really, really should not have tried so hard for. Did you miss anything good? Not particularly at this point in time. We just have our new character right now in this case. Also, hey bud, hope you're doing well tonight, Kingdom. Yeah, this is our brand new character at this point, and I mean, we have Nightmane's Mist. It's pretty damn good, and it's doing some work. I should probably make sure that whatever's up here is not gonna kill me. Yeah. Excuse me, that was fucking rude. Thanks. Thanks, goofball. Oh, god damn it. Right, I forgot that this is such a close-range weapon. Why am I even doing this one? This is not a worthy little thing to do. I mean, I guess the good news here is that the bird's trapped, but still. This would not have been a safe situation if it had been anything else that could have gotten out of here. Or if it had been a bird that could have gotten out of here. All of these situations... Oof. What am I on about? I literally said I was gonna not do dumb things like this today, and here I am. Well, hopefully it was worth it. It's probably gonna be a rock. Ironically, it's somehow less valuable than a rock. Yeah, because in this case, we can't even sell ashes. We can't even sell those dudes for any reason. So unfortunately, it really is just useless pocket change that we can't get rid of. Okay, alright, you know what? Gold Scarab. I have to do pivots for right now if I want to do that, but that's okay. That's okay. Actually, you know what? We don't really need strength, do we? Because we don't have a strength weapon. Like, the best that we have at the moment is the little bottle here, but that's not very good. And it also doesn't require any strength whatsoever, so... Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? General rune gain being higher is always cash money. Or what you got for me, merchant? Okay, alright, you know what, not the worst shop ever. The Royal Greatsword's kind of ass, unfortunately. Godskin Stitcher's not a bad weapon. That's pretty good. It's not upgraded at all, obviously, but it's not a bad weapon. Loretta's Sickle is okay at best. Yeah, that's definitely okay at best. I'll pick up the one stone and I'll take the bell bearing for now, I guess. Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay. Alright, time to go... Let's go back and let's go check under the, let's go check under the pass and see if there's anything down there with the merchant by the beach. And then we'll go do everything up top, more or less. We could, probably sometime soon-ish, go ahead and go get ourselves into Caelid, I guess. If we do go do Caelid, then we can definitely go cheese whatever... Well, I'm assuming we could cheese whatever boss is right outside of the, Garonk area, but... More Smithy 2s, which is nice. Sacred Tier, which is actually really nice. You know what? I will actually get what I need here for that that Smithy 2. Or that, I'm sorry, the tier. Was that enough? It was. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Alright, there's that. Here's hoping we can get a couple more graveyards with some halfway decent shit. At least a little bit better than what we've been getting. You know, maybe like a rune 10 or something like that. Get a little crazy with it, why not? Okay, golden seed. And what do we got here? Spiral Horn, I believe, also does bleed. I believe it does. Yeah, it does. It's slightly better? Huh. It's essentially the same thing as the Shield of the Guilty. Actually, I just realized now that I think about it. Huh. Shield of the Guilty is actually a little bit more interesting now then, in comparison to once you know what's going on with the DLC. Jump for joy. Jump for joy. Of course, naturally. Everybody's dead. Please, everybody's dead. I don't know. They're not coming home. They're all dismembered. Yippee! Wahoo! A fucking freeze frame. Rodriguez, unfortunately, a little bit messed up. Just a teensy bit. Perfume bottle, which is dog water trash. Man, we've gotten, like, a good number of perfume bottles, but it's unfortunate those mean just so little to us right now. I heard them. Guess they didn't bother spawning in. Oh.
Name's Bert. Let me ask, are you here? Does your despite on such that there's nothing any int all I know is that
Let's see here. Somber 2, Somber 2. Cerulean tier upgrade, which is kind of nice. Cheap kukri. You know what? Honestly, I'm kind of interested in taking the cheap kukri. Cheap kukri, kukri 1 serve as a decent... Hang on here. Kukri serve as a decent little tool for stealth purposes. So it's kind of worth it. Kind of worth it to have a couple. Especially considering if he leaves this area, we don't get these anymore. This would be useful to pick up, but I feel like any situation where we need this desperately, we probably shouldn't be doing it anyways. Probably. Grab this, this. Alright, let's go hit up the graveyard over to our left. Golden 6, okay. Some more cash. I don't believe Nightmane's Miss is the best thing to be doing the killing here. That was a terrible cast. There we go. That's a rune bear. Okay, I'm gonna have to respect him. Actually, wait, I'm dumb. I have stealth. Chat, we have stealth. I'm just gonna make it a point to not get too close to him. You know, that's really the through line here. Just don't get too close. Okay. Arian staff. It's too bad that that's really not worth it by anything. Sir, please don't notice me. Wait, I'm stupid. Isn't this literally a situation where I could use Kukri? Reapply. Let me real quickly here. Yeah! Cooking with stealthy time now. Please don't notice me. Please, please, literally don't notice me, please. That would be very rude of you. Okay, well... that didn't really pay off, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna fuck with the rune bear right now. That would be... that would be hella stupid. That would be so stupid. I can't risk it for that biscuit. That's just not worth it. Even if one of those items is exactly what I need right now, I know I gotta be smarter than that. Which is so hard for me because, God, I'm stupid. Briar armor could be useful. Right situation, Briar armor could be pretty useful. Alright, we still have to go up on top of the hill, deal with everything up there. You know, actually, while we're in the area, why don't we just go sit back down by Bernie? Yeah, let's go just chill with Bernie Sanders for a hot second here. That sounds smart. Do that, then we'll go up the hill. There we go. Flask upgrade to +2, which is pretty damn juicy. Nice. Alright, who is our enemy we have to kill today? Who is that? No, 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 no. No, I think he gets to live. I think we can suffer. We can leave him alone. God, that does, like, no fucking damage. Please do not run towards the dangerous man. Stop running towards the dangerous man. Thank you. God, these things suck. Where am I? Okay, cool. He's decided to fully ignore me. That's probably for the best. What the hell was that drop? What was that? I was kind of too focused on where I was. Not. Oh, okay, never mind. It's a pretty reasonable area. We can be here. Why does that bat have like no health? What the hell? What the hell? Why does the bat have like no health? Okay, whatever. We'll just move along. I wonder if the perfumes can actually knock Alexander out of his hole.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I guess we'll find out. Oh wait, duh, I have a shield. I'm stupid. Yeah, I can just use this. There we go. Alright, Alexander, how about it, buddy? You want to give me something amazing? Alright, buddy. Well, it was nice seeing you again. Please fucking eat a dick and die.
Wait, I see it now.
Yeah, I guess you do see it now, don't you? Well, if his whole existence was a crock, then call me Betty. Get it? Get it? Because it's like Betty Crocker. I'm sorry, that was just bad. I'm drained. I got 0 for humor's sake right now. I could have done so much better, but... Alright, what you got, merchant?
Are you here as a
Slowly but surely we are getting the smithy ones, which is nice. So yet again, another bell bearing that's a bare minimum useful. Alright, get the Site of Grace up here, then we go check the graveyard, then... yeah. I guess, I mean, we could try to deal with the Phantom that's right here in, right here at the church that's up here. We could. Night Maidens would probably clear it. Probably. Wormface. I do not want to risk Wormface. Not even remotely. Alright, graveyard, please give me something halfway decent. Maybe some money. Honestly, money would be preferred right now. Another Smithy 1. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty ass. Yeah, that was... God damn it, that was also really fucking bad. The game's punishing me for having such a halfway decent starter class. Although, even then, it's okay. The health pool starting off so small is really bad. And then on top of that, the fact of the matter is this vial that I'm starting with, the starting damage on it is... it's not amazing. I mean, again, we could cheese pretty much anything and everything, I guess, with Night Maidens, but still. Did I not equip the flask? Or did I not equip the gem in the flask? Alright, well, I really don't have a better idea on my hands right now, so I just kind of have to run around and deal with this. Okay, right. That was different. Oh wait, this Phantom had a flask on him. Or actually bothers to use his flask, rather. Right, please maximize damage a little bit more. There we go. Maximize damage. Oh, no, 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 no. Sir, very rude. Don't do that again. That was very rude of you. Very disrespectful. You know what? I'm gonna have to eat the damage so I can actually get him to fucking trigger it. So, yeah, no, definitely a good trade. His weapon was just a little bit better than mine. Okay. So yeah, that was probably way more risky than I should have actually been here for. Does that trigger my... It does trigger my Caled. Yeah, okay, cool.
To determine if you had... It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very let my hand.
Alright. Alright, what you got, buddy?
So that one ensuring, by the way, you do most time you are well.
Not a terrible selection of things, but honestly nothing that I'm really
May the golden order
wanting to get any time into right now. Like faith requirements, I don't really want to waste my time with it. Not at the moment, at least. Freezing Mist would be useful, but it's not insanely useful. Boost HP restoration would not be the worst idea in the world, but we can wait on it at least, luckily. So. Sorry, you got distracted. Anything interesting happened since the last message? Nothing terribly interesting right now, honestly. It's mostly just setup, honestly, Kingdom. It really is just mostly setup. You know what? Honestly, I might as well buy that bell bearing because it's right there. It's cheap enough, too. So, sure, why not? We could probably rock the Gargoyle's Greatsword. We could probably rock that. That actually wouldn't be the dumbest plan in the world, I imagine. A lot of staff selection this time around. Yeah, like a lot of staff selection. Not too bad. Sure. We'll buy an extra Smithy 1. I'll buy the Smithy 2, I guess. Yeah, why not? Okay. Not terribly a very interesting shop right now, but still. It's moving somewhere. It's not bad. I would say, if anything, we could probably get through our first boss. But let's go deal with Patches. Let's go deal with Patches. I think Patches is maybe our last stop on this road right now. Probably. Alright, there we go. That's the dex requirement needed for Rogier's Rapier. And at this point, we could just start pumping Vigor, primarily. Which I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's downgrade our armor a little bit, because I'm pretty confident we can't wield Rogier's... Yeah. Yes, that was exactly correct about that. Okay, cool. Alright, well, cool. Rogier's is actually really damn good, so that's exciting. That's not a bad weapon whatsoever. I guess at this point, yeah, let's, Let's go deal with our first... Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, I completely forgot within, like, 5 seconds of talking about it. Let's go check out patches. Let's go check out patches and see what happens. I would rather deal with patches right now anyways. Patches, not really that scary grand scheme of things, whereas the alternative option might possibly be the worst thing ever. That's actually really nice, too. We just immediately went right up to a +8. So now, at this point, we could just start focusing and just, hopefully, if we get lucky enough, we can get what we need to upgrade this bad boy, like, a lot. Oh, that's a terrible selection of enemies for that area. This is not ideal. This is really not ideal. Is he gonna chase my ass down all the way? Okay, cool. Ugh, it's a good thing he actually gave up. Actually, you know what? I could probably offhand the Staff of Loss now at this point. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Good luck fucking doing anything against me on this one, Moongrum, you fucking dick. Idiot. Fucking dum-dum. Okay, yeah, he had a bad day. Yeah, Yura, get your ass out of here. You're not doing anything for me today. Yeah, if you ever need to cheese out NPCs for some reason or another, Night Maiden's Mist is probably one of the better selections. Most NPCs are not going to understand what the hell they're doing around your Night Maiden's Mist. They just won't. So you can usually lay it down, and they'll either walk right into it, or they'll walk more or less around it. And yeah, that's all you need to know. Alright, who's gonna be first? Who wants to die in the mist? Wonderful. Actually, this is really nice, because this also helps me a lot with the flying enemies. And flying enemies typically are some of the worst shits to deal with in this game. What the hell is that? Oh, it's an old man! Okay, cool. Great Glovewort. That's worth money, but that's about it. Did I actually... Wait, hang on. I think I just missed something that was kind of important. Dang, that is unfortunate. I was really hoping for something a little bit lighter, but okay. Alright. Enhances counterattack... Enhances counterattacks unique to thrusting weapons. Huh. Although I don't know if that means primarily counterattacks only, or if that means like guard counters. It might mean guard counters. But that's actually not too bad. That's actually a pretty good get. Alright, patches, give me something good. It's always useless shit with this guy. No clue, too tired? No, totally fair. I am also quite tired right now myself. Patches, was that enough? No? Okay, alright. I guess you need your spine stabbed. Yeah, you do? Well, I was hoping my phalanxes would lock onto him anyways, but I guess it's a safety measure to make sure that that doesn't happen. So, fair enough. Literally fall asleep any second. Dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. A little bit envious. Teensy bit envious. Alright. Let's take what we got here. Actually, wait, my bad. Let's go back to Round Table first, check Patch's shop, see if it was worth our time to kill him. Hopefully it was. Why having trouble sleeping? Not necessarily, no, Kingdom. I'm just tired. That's honestly really about it right now. I'm just tired. Tonight was probably gonna be the break night, but I'm actually taking my break night tomorrow night, so... Oh, whoops, I forgot to give her the bone peddler. So, yeah, we're probably taking a break tomorrow night. That can be useful. And it's cheap, so sure, why not? Blame grant me, though. There's a reason to get 15 faith. Need a talisman still for it, but you know what? I mean, we have time, so... That's a cheap enough rune arc, so... Oh. Shit, we already had a rune arc. Whoops. Oh well, whatever. Don't have enough for any more leveling up, I think, right now. Well... Actually... No, never mind. I don't think this is enough for a level up. Yeah, it was not enough for a level up. I don't really like doing this, but I guess we could... Well, you know what? Let's just see if I can kill an enemy or two on the way up to our first Morgott fight. I think that sounds like a good enough idea. Oh, you know what? Actually, Glint Blade up the hill. I'm not gonna lie, that does look sick as fuck. And Lord of Blood's robe. Okay, cool. Jeez, okay. Okay, that somehow seems really fitting for this game. Of course, the minute I fucking turn my head, there would be a giant hand ready to finger me on the spot. Fucking idiot. Wait. Glint Blades. Glint Blades, maybe you want to activate? What the fuck is wrong with these Glint Blades? What the fuck? Alright, you know what? Crab, time to get boiled. Oh my god, it's somehow even worse. That's amazing. What is wrong with these Glint Blades? Okay. Really cool. Thank you, game. Meanwhile, now I'm just relying off of Night Maiden's Mist, like I was kind of gonna do anyways. You know what? I can't complain. Night Maiden's does a lot of work. I literally just get to sit here and just drink coffee while Night Maiden just murders things. So... not a bad trade. Grand scheme of things. Maybe... Actually, I wonder if Glintblade doesn't work whenever it's in a... It's probably because we're in an area that's not technically, like, normal for it. Because, like, this isn't technically a fight zone area, right? I mean, I know I just got done fighting and everything, but... I don't know. I'm trying to make up excuses for why the spell just failed me miserably. Oh. Flask. Flask does not have tier. Let's fix that. It literally does nothing for us, and no. That would be, like, less than useless. Like, I know it does nothing, which also implies that it literally does nothing wrong either, but it's enough. It's enough of a crime. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Get fucking butthole stabbed?
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I am sorry, sir? What? You want to fucking explain yourself real quick? Yeah, that made almost no sense. That was really cool. Oh, I don't know why I thought that would stagger, but I was obviously very wrong. Okay, well, you know what? Oh, no need to hot swap. Ah, even better. Okay. Let's... Okay, never mind. Let's do this one. We're kind of struggling. Okay. 15k to our names. Let's get a little bit more in vigor. And why don't we go try to cheese whatever's in Caelid? If we can cheese what's in Caelid, then we're really cooking. We didn't get any more big cash monies. No, we did not. Okay.
You there?
All right.
Come on. It's tightly hooked. The guard you breached. Well, but of course.
Okay, there we go. By the way, Mario, if you're still watching for some reason right now, bud, always answer Gostok by saying you won't open, or you won't do what he wants, and just have him open the gates anyways. There's really no reason not to. It basically gives you both options at that point. And especially during a randomizer where everything's random, you could be soft-locking yourself low-key if the key, the rusted key, that you need later in his little section does not spawn anywhere in Limgrave. Granted, I don't think it can spawn outside of Limgrave, but also it's been a while, and there's still too many objects for that possibly to happen. Am I really going to run through here and actually deal with everything? Yes, I could. Nah, that sounds like a lot of work. Alright, any chance you want to, like, get angry and run over here and die in my mist? Yes, awesome. Huh. That was oddly more effective than I thought it would be. Please do not poison me. Thank you very much. This is why we run through areas, by the way. Because the minute we start trying to fight things actively, it just turns into a shit show so fast. Okay. You know what, honestly, with Glint Blade on our hands, we should probably just be using that more often if I intend to fight things. More smithy ones. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Oh no! You gotta be fucking kidding me right now. You really? Really, game? And it doesn't even do damage to its buddies? Come on. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Why? No, no, no. I don't need massive fingers. Okay, well, I ironically enough think we'll be better off in Florida. Oh, that's so great. That's so good. Hey Jasper, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well tonight. Finally caught a stream. Oh, nice. I'll sit on back and get comfy cozy and all that magic. Okay, let's see here. Alright. You know what, actually, I'm gonna wait to take a sip of my coffee in case we go to Florida and it's immediately just, the worst possible case. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. It's not even close to the worst possible case. Okay, we're fine. It's Florida. It's Florida time. We're fine. I probably should have opened the door first, but we're still fine. Really? Are you fucking kidding me right now, game? The exact frame. The exact frame. Are you fucking kidding me right now? We go to Florida one single time. We go to Florida one single time. Anything else here that we have that could actually be of use to us right now? Not particularly. I mean, do I ignore the tree? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I ignore the tree. I don't know. Very cozy. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give it the run back syndrome. I can't help myself. Ideally, we need the tree to just do the same attack over and over again. Because if he'll spam that little set right there, we'll be okay. We don't want him doing anything more impressive than that. Yo, what is he up to? This fucker. And he's spamming it. Of course he would be. This fucking guy. And like honestly, like a pretty funny way. I love the fact that the tree just kind of got pissed with us. Like that was the tree just outright getting mad at us on that one is what happened. Oh, it's the double spawn. Ooh. That's scary, but it's doable. Oh no, they're both spamming. They're both spamming. Okay. All right, whatever. We'll play it. We'll play it out. We'll play it out. It's fine. Once they lose interest, we can just reapply. Reapply grease. There we go. Reapply every couple of seconds. Reapply lube. And they're backing away. Of course they fucking would be. Why wouldn't they be doing such a thing? I don't have anything that improves this build whatsoever right now, do I? Will they come back to the door? Yes, they will. Ha ha ha, you fool! Sit in my nasty dust. Sit in the cocaine powder. take all the damage. I got scared there for a second, and I did not want to get bonkest. Also, I'm mildly scared that this is not going to be enough damage. Okay, cool. Reapply grease. Whoop. Okay. Frankly, if it's enough damage to take him just low enough, we're okay. We're okay. And luckily, the one tree has aggroed to us while the other one is just kind of giving up on life. So, you know what? Take the small victories. We made this tree give up. Oh my god. Please stop spamming that move. That's my job, sir. Alright, wait for him to turn around. I almost have more respect for the fact that the tree just turned around and was like, nah, fuck you. I'm keeping this shit up. Okay. Oh, he gave up. No, he did not give up. Never mind. God damn it. It's too bad that I've completely run out of flat. Oh! Oh! Oh, 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 oh. One of the few times one of these things will actually be useful in our life. Alright. Wait him out, 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 wait him out. He's a dumb stinky boy tree. We fucking slap him again with some more of that nasty cocaine powder. And he murders himself on the spot for us. What a good boy. Eat a dick. Goofball. Alright, there we go. Shit ton of cash. Boom. I think we just got, what was that? Flowers? Oh boy, great, nice. I guess it makes sense that the tree would give us flowers, but still. 12, a little bit of strength. Let's do a little bit of faith, actually. Is it 5? I think it's 5 that the talisman gives us. So let's do that, that's cool. A little bit of endurance gets us a little bit further along. Let's go ahead and do this. The game you're playing right now has top-tier dialogue. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Kingdom. Is it, like, overtly goofy and funny, or is it actually, like, high quality? Shows my priorities. These demons are demonic? These demons are... Oh, my bad, I read that wrong. These demons are demonic. No shit. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is pretty cheesy. That looks like a Geel, which I could do a Geel, but I'd rather not do a Geel right now. Actually, that might, funny enough, be Grail. Never mind, I was right. How the fuck did I know it was a Geel? Like, I don't even know how I knew it was a Geel, actually. It's the same game of Earth is a planet. Oh my god. It really? Yeah, you're right. That is some top-tier dialogue. That is high-quality gaming right there. Can I stop getting summons? This is not a Rise. We are not Sung Jin Woo in this one. Save that for when Kyan's in the chat. Come on, game. Giving me all these summons like it's time for me to be arisen to the occasion. It's not as bad in context, but still pretty funny. I mean, fair, but also take things out of context because yeah, why not? It's always more funny that way. In most cases, at least. Context is key to a lot of things, but also sometimes it's just so very nice not having any. Same time, I think, honestly, a lot of lack of context moments typically make me look things up to find out what the context ever was in the first place. So, yeah. It definitely pays off. Yo, what decided to die for me? And can it do it again? It... Chat, it's infinite money. Infinite money. Maybe. It is, in fact, infinite money. I promise I'm not going to abuse this, but, like... It's like the Bloodborne thing? Like the cum dungeon, you mean? The dungeon with cum? It's a dungeon specifically made with cum. The cum dungeon. I should just start doing that context for, or like that sort of paraphrasing for everything. I really love the Emperor's New Groove, and I think everything would be better if I use that kind of phrasing for everything that happens. Now, granted, I might be seen as a little bit of an asshole at certain points or another, I imagine. Because I imagine if I use that in just any sort of conversation, it might just be a little facetious. Outside of Kronk saying it. But also, Kronk is just an innocent, stupid oaf. I wonder if Kronk was most people's, like, first introduction to beefcake. And being like, damn, yeah, no, that's exactly what I want. Nah, I don't want the normal nuclear family. Nah, fuck that shit. I want a himbo. Give me himbo. Sir, I'm just collecting items. You don't need to worry about me, I promise. So funny that the random generation lined up that way. No, honestly, it is pretty funny that it lined up that way, though. It stopped working, well, I don't know. Maybe it's like a bird or something that's dying. Or like a bird spawn that's dying. I don't know. I think if I say it one more time, I'll summon it. Right, is cum dungeon not allowed to be said in the, Well, yeah, I guess to be fair, yeah, cum would not be allowed in... Actually, I'm curious. No, I'm actually curious right now. Would someone type cum in chat and just go for it? Just type some cummers for me. Because I am actually... I don't know, like, is cum allowed in chat? Does YouTube allow people to cum? It would be really funny if YouTube didn't allow people to come. Get out of here. Get out of here, bozo. Ah. Okay. Alright, another Smithy too. Or Somber too, but still. Same difference. Yeet me like that. I don't know if I should be doing that. I don't know if you want to get... Are you sure you want to get Mufasa'd? Are you sure you would prefer Long Live the King on this one? Alright, I'm gonna one-hand this. I'm gonna drink and horse. Yes. Okay, well, fair enough. Then in that case, I will keep it in mind. Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit down now. Thank you. Bye. Why was he giving me, like, you got any games on your phone?
Well, there's been a... How can I?
Not? Never mind, I was kind of wrong. That's actually... Well, that is and is not. Okay. Ice Spear is pretty good. Actually, that's pretty damn good. That might be something that we use. Smithy 3. Okay. I wonder what kind of brain rot really has messed me up the most, in all seriousness. I really don't know which one it was. I guess if I had to guesstimate what kind of brain rot probably, like, was overall the most effective in making me the person that I am, I would say a good chunk of it probably goes to, like, the SFM crews, honestly. Probably. SFM definitely fucked me up at least a good chunk. Like, all the shit that, like, Anonymous used to pump out. Yeah, that was some weird shit. But I'm not gonna lie, it was wonderful. Brain rot is such a weird thing to deal with, honestly. All the memes and everything related to it, just it's so nonsensically just wild across the board. No clue what SFM is? I don't remember what that stands for specifically, but what I can tell you is SFM essentially is like the short animated films that people would do with like various like video game characters, more often than not usually done in like the Half-Life 2 engine, things like Overwatch characters or Team Fortress 2 characters. Yeah, that shit. That's like the through line for it for the most part. Oh, thank you, Jasper. Appreciate it. Wait, did I not get the... I was gonna say, yeah, that would have been dumb of me to not get that. That would have been really dumb of me not get that. Well, we have plenty to get done in Caelid for the most part, which we probably should do at least a little bit in Caelid before moving on to Liurnia. But I would hopefully like to end tonight off... Oh my god, could you not be here? Alright, just keep doing it. Don't block, you son of a bitch. Could you fucking quit your shit? Nobody invited you. Really? Jeez, oh, Pates. Rude fucking it. Okay, so we're not hanging out here very long. Wasn't even worth murdering. Fucking rude. Troll's Roar, which is dog water shit. Like, legitimately really bad. Grand scheme of things, yeah, it's pretty miserable. Oh, you know what we can do over here? Well, first and foremost, not something I need to worry about taking out, but I'm gonna do it anyways. But what we can do is hang out right up here. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It is a gross. A grossy groover. Please don't, like, suddenly start coming up the mountainside to murder me. Please. I'm sorry? What? How do you have ranged options like that? Also, wait, where's my smoke? Where's my smoke? Thank you. Alright, I just need to kill the worm face. More than anything, the worm face needs to die. Oh my god. Okay, they're chasing my ass down now. No. 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 You stop that shit right now. You fucking think about what you've done. And you quit that. You quit that puking. It's gross. It's nasty. Nobody likes it. Nobody's gonna invite you next year. Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, I've learned to come to respect the worm faces a little bit more. I I don't know if this is the case, but I feel like Rot is a way more... Like, I think they made Death a way more possible, Like, I don't think it used to proc very often. And now it feels like it stacks very fast. Like, way faster than usual. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. A bird, too? Okay, alright, thanks, game. Can I get this side of grace before the bird fucks me up? Oh, is the bird distracted by other things? Okay, I'll take that. Sorry, you're back. Aw, damn it, Havoc, why are you back, buddy? I didn't want you back. Come on, man. Welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, we'll take the free pile of runes real quickly. Why not? Have I died? I have not died so far. So far, this character's living relatively healthy. We'll see how long that lasts, in all seriousness, but at least for right now, they're healthy. They are breathing. Definitely not... I mean, we haven't really gotten anything that I would consider to be, like, overpowered yet. We really have not gotten anything that's overpowered yet. I mean, yeah, sure, we have Night Maiden's Mist and everything, but it's definitely not our long-term solution to boss fights by any measure. The Rogier's Rapier is pretty good. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, never mind, we have that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have that equipped. Extra damage is everything, but staying alive... Yeah, that's... Okay, never mind. That's really good. Okay. Still not a weapon, though. We'll say that much. It's further down, isn't it? Yes, it is. And there's a fucking red wolf. Of course there'd be a red wolf. Why wouldn't the game put a red wolf over here? Okay. Any chance I could hit that? Again, context-wise, not really good, but... Maybe at some point or another we'll do a playthrough with weapons that are outside of the norm. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. That was bad. That was a bad inventory. He should have known better. He should have given me something useful. I don't really want this side of grace, but I'll get it anyways. I guess we could do the run-through over here. There's like a handful of items. There's a handful of items. Granted, if this area is too dangerous, I really do not want to spend much time here. Oh, we got the lucky pull on that one. And by lucky pull, I mean, like, sometimes that item is just impossible to grab. So, yeah. Number 3, okay. And what do we got down in the basement? Are they gonna follow me down? Well, the dog is. There we go. Admittedly, I wasn't... Okay, well, shit, that's not good. That is not good. I got feet? Yes, I do have feet. Granted, could have been worse, but Night Maiden's Mist yet again comes in clutch. Yes, I do, in fact, have my toesy-woesies out. That would be the case today. Because unfortunately, I think our armor class is just a little too all over the place, so we don't really have, like, the best overall armor set. Though I'm sure you don't necessarily mind very much, do you, Havoc? And let's avoid the invasion of the swamp. I was really worried that that egg sack was gonna fucking whomp me. Like, I was definitely thinking that he was just gonna immediately, like, comically, cartoonishly, like, fall over and just splat me on the spot. But, you know, the game was a little bit nicer than usual, so yay. What's our boss here? Is it doable? No. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. All right, explosive ball. A little bit of cash money. Okay, cool. We'll take it. If we run into any, if we run into any Night Riders or, like, standard Deathrite birds, or, I'm sorry, not Deathrite, because they're not Deathrite. Deathrites are what we just saw, and, those are scary as shit. Deathbirds are just annoying. So, I mean, I guess we could deal with the Deathbirds, but I don't know. I don't want to dedicate time to that. That's an annoyance waiting to happen, is all that is. Alright, well, luckily our trip through Florida is probably about over, so that's good news. More Smithy 3s, Black Knife armor. Oh! Ooh! Ooh, that is expensive? But that... Ooh. Ooh, Black Knife armor. That actually is going to be so hot once we're able to get that. Do I have a lot of money? I don't have a lot of money. Okay. I don't see myself ever using parry or enchanted shot. That's kind of trash to me. Troll's Roar is trash to me. Spinning weapon, no. Golden Land, I could see that being useful, right context of things, but not right now. Axe of Godfrey, that's such a unga bunga weapon, yes. But I'm gonna say no to it. And it's mainly just because I don't think it's gonna meet pace. I don't know why I'm so vehemently trying to get enough money for this right now, but I also don't want to forget it. Close. Almost there. Now let's sell these little meatballs. And spellproof liver. Almost there. I don't know why I needed to check it. That was kind of stupid. There we go. Okay. There's stealthies. Did I get his bell bearing? No, I did not. Okay. Still worth it probably to get his bell bearing, but here's the thing. It is a downgrade in overall defenses, but that's a lot of stealth right there. That's a lot of stealth. And also at the same time, this opens up our options in terms of weight class now. So that's something. We're not so deeply trapped within what we have. I will go down that way, but let's just go up the hill real quickly here and go check out the church. Why not? With any luck, there's actually going to be something decent in the communion. More often than not, it's usually not very good, but shops are shops. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this isn't going to sell a whole lot of anything interesting. Purifying tier. Okay, cool. If we ever are able to pivot if we're ever able to actually pivot into Faith for some reason, a lot of this is not... Like, Rotten Breath, really good. Scarlet Aeonia, pretty okay. Poison Mist, just generally a pretty good cheese cast. All three of these are more or less shit, but okay. Still, not too shabby. What's over here? And why should I be scared? What is that? Okay, frog. Scariest things here are probably the archer. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stealth this a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it really can't make that tiny little jump. Alright, let's focus the archer first. The archer is probably the first scariest thing here. Unfortunately for him, he died just a little too late. Alright, Grandma is coming up. Froggy Boy is coming on down. There we go. Okay, I mean, shit, yeah, give me more items, why not? Glint Blade. Why am I treating these with so much respect? Like, a lot of these are not worth that much respect. Whatever. I'm trying things differently right now, I guess. It is too bad I can't reapply a casting of Glint Blade while on horseback. That would have been just so useful, but okay, not a bad graveyard. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. At the rate we're going at right now, unironically, Rogier's may end up being... It may end up being a weapon we use way more often. I'm not sure. This is magic split, right? Oh! No, it's pure physical, which means I believe I can buff it. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna fucking... That's actually really good. Okay, cool. Well, shit, I hate to say it, but Rogier's might actually be a play of the day for us, because we're already getting smithy stones. Well, we need another couple of smithy 3s right now in order to get that next tier, but still, if we could get this bad boy upgraded that much, that would not be... That would be the worst choice in the world. Especially considering I think we found Bloodblade earlier, and we could Bloodblade this too. I don't really want to remove Rogier's Glint Blade from it, but it's not a terrible choice, grand scheme of things. Alright, things are dying over there. Let's see if anything drops us at a lot of runes, actually. Why not? Actually, not a bad little payout. It's not a lot of cash by any means, but I mean, whatever. It's something. Okay, fucking useless item. Cool. I'm just gonna let them kill each other a little bit more here because I can, and yeah, we're just gonna warp out of here in a second. What else can I do in Caelid here that would be relatively smart? I believe there's like one more graveyard we could go hit up while we're still here, but do I really care enough to go do that? Because it's not a great graveyard by any means. I think at this point we might just move on to Liurnia. Scale the big tower. I would prefer not to do that. That is just a terrifying concept. Ironically enough, I think we're kind of forced to use not the main gate for the first time in a Blue Moon. Because it's actually kind of terrifying with the main gate right now. We could probably cheese it out, I'm sure. But the fact that it's massive fingers... Like, of all the enemies to spawn in castle, or in the castle here, the massive fingers is definitely one of the worst things. I mean, for all it's worth, Havoc, it might actually be safer than I would know. It's still not really worth my time, though, is what I would say. Unfortunately, the area is just a little too spooky scary to be testing the odds. Electrical meatball, of course. Ah, yes, of course. Fucking guy with way too much poise on his hands. It's a good thing that I have way more health on my hands. Otherwise, that might have actually been scary. You know, it's funny how I talk and I say words and I expect poise to be there. And then I have zero poise for that instance. Boy howdy, poise sure is a funny thing in this game. Get fucked. Why was there so much meat dumpling back there? What the hell? Oh, that seems fitting for this game. Yeah. Was that one of the flying skeletons? I think it was. I don't really want to deal with him right now, but yeah, I'll just do it right now. Okay, the dog seems to be stuck somewhere, so we're going to take that as a win. Gostock is not dead, so the trap happens. Thanks, Gostock. What if the next boss is Consort Radon? It shouldn't be. We changed it again so that way DLC would be in DLC at this point. So, we should be safe. Grand scheme of things. Please set on fire. I should probably chug while I can. I'm sorry? How much fire needs to be hitting you before you go and get fucking burnt again? I guess that only works so many times? I guess that only works so many times. So next boss could be Melania? Yeah, next boss could be Melania. That is true. Hopefully it's not Melania, but it could be. I think I feel confident enough against an early game Melania. Grand scheme of things. Why did I say it that way? Okay, before I collect this item and get knocked off into the abyss. I think I could handle Melania right now, probably. It would be a lot of gimmick strats, more than likely, to deal with her, but it would be possible. I have no idea who that was, and I do not care to find out. Ah, okay. Okay, never mind. I kind of have to deal with them real quickly. Like, I don't need this item, but I kind of need this item. Okay, well, never mind. I really did not need that item. Really didn't need that item either. What can I craft right now, actually? Okay, well, cool. I mean, we have sleeping pots. That's something. That's useful. We only have one sleeping pot on our hands, but, you know, once we have some other pots, that'll actually be a pretty damn useful time. So, not a bad thing. Not a bad time. It has been a while, I think, since I've actually gone this way. Like, I do not go this way for, like, anything whatsoever anymore. And no, like, no offense to this route, it just really is not the one that I prefer to choose. Nice, up to a +5. Trying to decide what sword to get next. That's always a tough choice, for sure. What do we got down here? At least one legendary. We have an ant. Not the worst looking spawns over there, but I wouldn't be surprised. This might be incredibly stupid how I'm approaching this, but he's going to end up gimmicking me around this little corner right here, and it's going to suck. Or he could gimmick himself, and that would actually make me a very happy camper. Already got a Saber, a Zweihander, Uchi, and a Wakazashi. Excuse me, sir. Stop buffing your weapon. Get fucking fisted. Yo, okay, that guy was a turncoat. What the hell? I mean, yeah, I guess he would be a weird place to turncoat. Think of Falshata or or Rapier next. My recommendation would maybe be like the Great Eepee. My recommendation would probably be the Great Eepee. I know it's Epee, but honestly, I'm gonna keep saying Eepee because it's just better. Also, I won't lie, I am kind of a sucker for the idea of just massive rapier. Like, it's honestly, it's pretty funny. Gotta prioritize here. Thank you for the Staggerino. Yo, that flower's going crazy right now. I killed his best friend. He's gonna have his own guts arc. Yo, Eagle, get your ass over here. There we go. Beautiful. Wonder if I'm a little too heavy-handed with my flasks right now. I might be a little bit. I might just be a little bit too heavy with it. There we go. A new cracked pot. Lovely. Actually, while I'm already thinking about it, let's just make 2 cracked pots. Why not? It costs us no time whatsoever, and I'd rather just have them prepped than having to back out of a fight just to make those. Not that I think I need them as much anymore, but I do still respect the fact that they just make my life easier, so. Does the bat maybe want to come here and die real quick? Thank you. Alright, get fucked. Anything else want to come over here into my smog water of death before it goes away? No, apparently not. Understandable. Ooh. Ooh, that actually is really nice to see. Get butt plugged. Butt plug. Rainbow stone. Okay. Holy grease could be useful in the right context. I really don't feel much threat over there, but I feel so much threat from these guys. So, Night Maiden's missed for them. Nice. Yeah, the spawns here, honestly, not... Like, even the mild enemies here, like the ones that we just got done saying, like, were the threat, even they weren't really terrible, grand scheme of things. Yeah, no, honestly, this really is not too bad of a location right now. Like, most of this has been really chill, for the most part. Of fucking course. Snail skeleton. Not really a bad thing, but still. Great Omen Cleaver. If we ever need to pivot into strength, that would be a wonderful choice. Fucking Tish. Really? Tish? Lifesteal Fist. Useless. America's Scar Seal, which is ass, but it's not the worst ass, I guess. And because we're super duper stealthy, we can just yoink that and move along with our day. You know what? Let's go loot the Godskin area real quickly. We're honestly doing pretty good loot-wise, but I want more. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need that area. Never mind. No, I'd really prefer not to run the risk with the death worms. I have learnt my lesson on those bastards. Alright, what do we got? Oh, he's just kind of standing there, huh? Menacingly! Okay, cool. Alright, this is at a +8 right now, and do we have enough stones to get it up to a +9? No. Still have not gotten any new +3s. That is tragic. But I guess the good news, at least, is that once we get to Altus, we can get this bad boy up to a +12 pretty quickly. So there's that. Alright, real quickly, just fucking powder dust the area real quickly. Go. One more Smithy 1. Cool. Why not? Good night. Good night, Havoc. Take care, buddy. Aw, dude. Love you too. Take care of yourself and have a great rest of your night. Damn, they got moited. Alright, wait for the dust to... You know what? No. Fuck it. Claw Talisman. Oh, shit. Nice. Claw Talisman. I know I don't need that item, but now that I've seen it, I have to go get it. Like, what if it's like a super good weapon, guys? What if it's like the best weapon in the game? You know? It could also just be an absolute pile of trash. These are both high level possibilities. It was kind of trash. Okay, fair enough. It was waste. You know what we have? We have a third slot in our super duper satchel. Why don't we just use that for the rotten grease? That seems like an okay choice for right now, because we can apply it when we need it. So, yeah, why not? A couple more things to get here while we're running around. Admittedly, if I got stabbed over and over again too, I might also make such a noise, but... Actually, never mind. I think I might be dead instead. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I might just be dead on that one. That's a my bad situation. Right, yoink.
Be proud. Your only mistake was your choice of master. I see.
And Felly, don't worry about it. Just, suck on some more dust for me, please.
This lesson comes from the Felly Lou.
That's nice. You're dressed like a pretty princess today, Nefelli. That's out of the norm for you. Alright, smoke that dust for me real quickly. I was gonna try and run away from the dialogue and just get rid of it real quick, but whatever. You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna collect the item and move along, because we gotta go sit down one more time anyways. Could we squeak out one more level? Yes, we definitely could. I don't think we need to, but... the OCD kicks in a little too hard for me sometimes. Cool. Alright. That's satisfactory. Alright, I guess, let's see what our boss is. Surely it's gonna be an okay time. Please don't let it be Dragonkin again for some reason. Okay, well, it wasn't Dragonkin. She's tanky, yes, but she's not bad. Okay, I mean, honestly, if she just wants to sit there and spam her shit at me, that would be fine. She can do that all day long. There we go. Staggerino. Oh, there we go. There's that follow-up. Okay, fuck you. You know what? I feel pretty darn fine right now about this fight. I don't really think we need to stress too much about what we're doing. Like, I mean, she's supposed to be weak. Or not weak to, magic. She's supposed to be strong against magic, right? Yeah, she got cheesed. She got fucked up a little bit.
Of all that is Conan,
Cool. There's our Godric's. Wonderful. And I am definitely going to be using Godric sooner than later. That is a damn too useful item. Only thing about that I'm realizing. Godric's is kind of hard to get to right now because of the massive hand. I guess I could still try. We do have stealth. I'm just worried that the hand is going to come out of nowhere and just finger me to death. Wait, what am I doing? I'm talking to him. That's stupid. I never do that. Whatever. Some useful items here. Not a lot of usefulness, but I'll take this, I guess. That's like the most useful thing here. We'll leave him alone today. We'll let him live, I guess. Let's make it into Liurnia, and then we'll go ahead and turn around and go get Godric's. I think that sounds like a good enough plan. Surely if we stealth hard enough to get to Godric's Great Rune, surely we can stealth right past the Massive Hand. If we can stealth past the Massive Hand, I think we're fine. Shabriri. And we also... we do need to go and get the second half of Dectus at some point or another. I am glad, I think, overall, the fact that I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and change it up and just have key items spawn where you'd expect key items to spawn. It was starting to get a little teensy bit tedious, grand scheme of things, having to go out of my way to go get the key items, or find the key items, rather. I mean, sure, yeah, sometimes I get lucky with everything, but luck is not, unfortunately, enough. In some cases, so. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Okay, alright, we're gonna take that. Reapply. Okay, you know what? Honestly, stealth might be a little bit OP. Oh, hey, look at that. He was protecting his baby hands. So long, baby hands. Yeah, stealth might be just a little bit OP in this game. Like, and it's really funny, the fact that it is, because it's so against the grain of what a Soulsborne is. For the most part, at least. But at the same time, like, I think it's really funny how there's just this mechanic in the game that they put in that has a lot more nuance and delicacy to it than you'd expect. And it's just really damn strong. It is really good. Alright, we have Old Woman. And we have Old Man? I think the second one over there is an old man. Yeah, it's an old man. I mean, it's not exactly an old man, but it's essentially an old man. Yo, that meatball tracks forever. What the fuck? Oh, hey. And slightly younger, but also crusty old man. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we can craft one of these. Actually, we can craft 5. Ooh, okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna craft all of those. I don't think the items related to making those are useful in any other capacity, so kind of really worth using, all things considered. Especially if we run into a Nile fight, that is like a top-tier item for Nile. I don't believe... Unfortunately, I don't believe it has much use in, like, most circumstances other than that. Which is kind of sad. Because it's like, it's a really neat mechanic, and it's really damn useful. But they just... weird niche things that Elden Ring decided, like, yeah, no, this is a spot for it, but it's not going to get much use past that. In fact, I don't even know if the branches have a lot of use in the DLC. I don't think they do. Like, that's unfortunate. It would have been really cool if you could have maybe used a branch for the little bit spoiler territory here, I guess. But like, I'll give it like 5 seconds here, so if you'd want to tune this one out. But one of the last fights of the DLC is pretty much against like a bunch of NPC compatriots that you meet along the way there. It's pretty much like the Band of the Hawk, if that reference hits. So it's your Band of the Hawk fight against you, and you have to fight them and everything, and they all spawn in more or less one after the other. You also get some availability for your own companions during that fight, but otherwise you only get one companion flat. And it is a tough fight. It is a tough fight. But it would have been cool if the branches would have temporarily made it so they betrayed their trust and allegiance, because that's literally the point of the branches, is like they compel people to fight for other people that they would not fight for normally, right? Like, that's the whole point of them. So it would have just been really damn cool to see that applied to that NPC fight. But here we are. So, is it sad? Eh, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. I would say so, at least. Let's go ahead and apply Godric's real quickly. It's just better everything, honestly, so... It's still really damn stupid, the fact that this game makes it so you waste a rune arc whenever you want to swap your runes. Why that is, I don't even know. Like, that should have just been a really stupid, simple thing for them. Like, they've done hot swap things before, and it's not like the rune arcs are technically... Or the Great Runes, my bad. It's not like the Great Runes are technically too different from, like, any other talisman in the game. Yeah, sure, yeah, they have, like, special effects and everything. But that's about, like, they have special effect, you know? Thops, buddy, I am gonna kill you. Oh, never mind. I'll leave him alone today. I'm gonna pretend like today is my karmic day, where I'm just being a little bit better than usual. We didn't kill Gostock, we didn't kill Bernie, we didn't kill anybody. Other than Kenneth. But Kenneth, to be fair, probably deserves it. Probably. I am trying to think about that a little bit more. I guess, I don't know, like, I guess Kenneth does deserve his redemption arc. Because, like, technically speaking, his redemption arc is him literally backing a tarnished warrior. And of all the warriors to back, he backs, like, the most, like... I wouldn't say Nefeli is, like, a bad choice, but Nefeli is like, she's a barbaric warrior, right? Like, that's kind of her point, more or less. So it is interesting seeing this little noble choosing to back, like, the most opposite of noble possible, I guess. So... Alright, that's useful, that's not so useful... Alright, I'm not gonna worry about spending too much time with this guy. I'm just gonna go ahead and spend the money I need right now. Yeah, let's get one Somber 4. I might come to regret having that extra bell bearing, but whatever. I still don't have a somber weapon. I mean, I'm lying. I do have a somber weapon, but it's definitely not the one I want to be using right now. I mean, it's an okay somber weapon. It's just it's not gonna make or break our build by a lot. You know what I've noticed, actually, is I don't think we've had any... I don't want to say it, because it's going to end up happening now that I've acknowledged it, But I don't think we've had many crashes lately with the game. I do remember there being, like, a fair number of crashes with the randomizer on before. And I've definitely been running around more or less at, like, full speed and everything, so it is interesting seeing, like, no crashes happening. We might not be going terribly, terribly much longer tonight. We'll see. Well, I say we'll see. We probably aren't going to be going, like, the longest at this point. We've been going long for live for a while now. So, and as I already stated earlier today, tomorrow is going to be a day off. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, so sorry for that news, folks, but we'll definitely be back at it again, for sure. Okay, well, that meatball just decided not to bother with me at all, which, I guess, to be fair, I'd prefer just not being bothered. Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on here. This would be a perfect time to show this off. So, notice my health right now is currently very so slightly damaged, right? I'm not save quitting much on normal. But I explained this a little bit the other night. Godric's Great Rune. Great rune to have, honestly. Probably one of the better ones in the game. I kind of wish they had done a upgraded version of what he has with, I don't know, like maybe Godfrey. It would have been cool if Godfrey maybe gave you like a very like physical stats all get plus 10 or something like that. That would have been kind of cool. But anyways, as you can see here, my health was lower, and now it's maxed out. This is because there is a very small thing that Godric's Great Rune does, and I kind of like it from the lore aspect here. Godric's Great Rune heals you whenever you save quit. This also applies to the FP meter too. What I'm assuming is technically happening here is I'm assuming it's applying the +5 to stats, but it's overfilling whenever you back out of the game. I'm assuming, of course. This may not be the case. Okay, fuck you guys. I might need to lay down a stinky trap for these guys. Okay. Great Moon Sword is definitely... Actually, there we go. Okay, now we have our somber weapon for the future. Okay, alright. Well, thanks, game. I guess if for some reason I decide to pivot into Faith. But yeah. Yeah, neat little thing that the Great Rune does. And I like it from a lore aspect. I don't think it is technically related to lore. But I like the idea of it being lore anyways, because Godric is literally known for being just a sniveling coward of a person. Like, the weakest of weakest, and also kind of chosen the kind of boss that he is. The kind of person that he is. So I like the idea that anytime you back out of the game like that, that you just get health for it, because it just is so in tune with his character. To be like, oh yeah, no, definitely, when you're a coward, we reward you for it. Tactical retreat my ass. God damn it. Fucking single meatball on the noggin. Ew. Ew. I hate you, Lansax. We're not fighting him. I do not want to fucking fight him. He is the worst dragon in this game. Oh, nice. That's everything that we needed to get this up to a +9. So now we can get this up to a +9 and even more. Awesome. Awesome possum. And we already have enough to get up to at least a +10 right now. At the rate we're going at, we might actually have enough stones to go and upgrade something else entirely. Well, no, we don't have that much actually. We're still pretty far off from that, but that would be nice. That would be pretty damn nice to have. Look over the graveyard. It's safe enough. It's safe enough here. You know, I say these things, and then there's fucking enemies that, like to stagger me back to back. Grab item, you fucking idiot. That did not do very much, did it? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not the point here. We're just gonna play it out. Be smart about it. Get fucking powdered. Nice. Drop me something cool. I stole this man's broken crack pipe. Wonderful. I was really hoping to do that. Of all the things that I could get off of him, yep, that was it. Fucking lay down the cocaine trails. Oh, he is mildly terrifying. You know what, honestly, yeah, playing it out like this, playing it out nice and slow, maybe I just need to take more of an approach like this going forward in the future. It is working. Like, I'm not getting terribly bullied for everything I do, but do I have any shitty kind of? Do I have a bow by chance? I do not. I guess I could try it with the fan daggers. Like, they're not really that... You know what? I want to get it, though. I want the item. I want the item. There we go. I know it's risky with the troll being right there. Especially because for some reason they gave trolls the ability to snipe you from downtown. Tell you what, I'm definitely not going to get the one with a rune bear. Literally almost got sniped by the troll from downtown. That's amazing. Not going to get the one with a rune bear attached to it. Nope. Nope, not happening. I don't care how desperate I am for items. That one's just not happening. Damn, I thought that was a somber for a minute. Like, as convenient as that would have been. Alright, Pot Brother, let me collect this. Awesome, thank you, bud. Aw, he was actually really sweet. He was really chill with it. He just sat there and was like, yeah, okay, man, no worries. Alright, what's it gonna be, EG? Shit. Okay, it's gonna be shit. My favorite. I'm really glad I came here. Oh! Staff of Loss actually does. Huh. I don't know why. I completely forgot that this thing upgraded. I guess with how we're going, it's probably gonna be the Dark Moon Greatsword, but I'm not gonna lie, Blasphemous Blade is really fucking tempting. Like, stupidly tempting. Like, it's just hands down the better weapon. And that's unfortunate to say, but at the same time, it's also just a fact. So I might be choosing that one instead. Possibly. You know what, yeah, let's toss that in there. Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah, that's literally physical damage negation. Didn't we run into a merchant earlier that was selling shrimps for 1,200 a pop? not really saying I'm interested in that because that is kind of expensive, but also at the same time, shrimps would be, they would be kind of worth. It would be kind of worth it to have that kind of physical negation. He's gonna die on his way over. Gorgeous. Yo, he is freaking out right now. He's having a bad day. Okay, I don't know what I expected there, but obviously better results than that. Okay, Dragon Moon Grease, which is, as far as I can tell, useless as absolute shit. I don't think I've ever seen Dragon Grease be useful. Like, it genuinely feels like such a waste of time. Like, why do that when you could just use Bleed and or Frost and or literally any other grease? Like, the damage difference, I think, on Dragon Wound just seems to be, like, not even noticeable. Which is kind of sad. Like, it doesn't even have, like, a special effect, as far as I can tell, against dragons. Unless maybe it does, and it's like, barely noticeable. I definitely have never noticed it, though. There's our Carian Manor access. And, of course, there'd be a lobster right at the front. Why wouldn't there be? That just somehow seems really fitting. I want the item. So I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna cheese the lobster, chat. Come on, lobster. Shoot at me again, dick. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here, big guy. Oh, now he's fucking cheesing. Of course he is. I mean, I should have seen that coming, but still. Alright, cool. Hopefully that was worth it. Hopefully that legendary is, I don't know, a remembrance. That would be... I think a remembrance would probably be the most useful thing that we could find right now. More or less. There is a lot of dudes chilling it right here on this fountain. I mean, like, good for them. Flame of the Fell God. That's not really good, but okay. Alright. It's not bad, it's just, it's not the end-all be-all. Lobster, please do me a favor, and I was gonna say, please don't slap my dick, but that's okay. I wasn't really hoping for much more today. Alright, lobster, crab, please stop slapping my dick. Thank you. That's fine. She can whip me all day long. It's too bad, honestly, most of the enemies here feel like the rune gains are not terribly spicy, which is a little bit of a bummer. but oh well. Here's hoping we have easy Carian Manor. And it is? It isn't? No, it's not. It's not easy. And unfortunately, I don't think I have anything poison. Okay, so we just have to kind of just do our thing here. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. The good news, honestly, is we're probably okay to just sit here and just let Night Maiden's Mist do its job. But this is definitely a Night Maiden's Mist does all the work, and we do nothing kind of thing. That sounded like an enemy spawn. Is that a troll or a dog behind him? I think it's a troll. Never mind, it's a dog. Of course it would be. Alright, well that is something where we're going to be running away. Yeah, I was going to say, any chance I could fucking hit him? Thank you. Awesome. Okay. And what sucks is that was only the first half of the bridge. Oh my god. Alright, well the rat's not bad. Rat's fine. Rat's chill. Rat's chill. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a much easier second part of the bridge. Don't get me wrong, kind of funny seeing bombs back to back there, but ooh. Admittedly, the multiple doggies with rot or bleed, whatever the fuck that is, that's a little more scary. We should still be okay, but oh, they can't bother me anywhere. Okay, cool. Any big cash monies? Kind of. And level up is 12k at this point. Do I have enough for that? I mean, I can have enough for that. I can have enough for that. How much specific? 384. Okay. Do I have a 400? Yes, I do. I don't really need one singular level of anything, but, I mean, OCD. Almost entirely. I would say more health at this rate. It's probably the safest answer, grand scheme of things. Is that a legendary? No, it's not. Probably just a seed. Oh! Didn't realize Great Club... I mean, I guess to be fair, it is at a tree. So, yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, Smithy 3, very cool. Alright. Yeah, no, honestly, it's funny. I am kind of enjoying the stealth mechanic more than I thought I would be. Alright, doggy 1, doggy 2. Which dog first? The more aggressive dog, of course. Okay, there's all that. I've been doing main entrance more here recently because the enemies usually don't suck. And that enemy does drop something, so, yeah. It's not worth a lot, but it's worth one item check. Of course there'd be a lobster on the stairs. Why wouldn't there be a lobster on the stairs? Why did I trigger him? He was going nice and slow for me. It's the old man. I can handle the old man. Yeah, this is fine. Do that. Flint Blade Phalanx. Drop one of these in the middle of the lake. Oh, wait, is this just Margit? Oh, okay, never mind. I over-prepped like shit. Yeah, I really over-prepped. It's just Margit, we're fine. I mean, I guess I should have guessed on the sword, but still. I don't know, like, I just assumed in this case. The no audio is definitely not helping right now, but it doesn't really matter. I think I know Margit well enough. Like, there's like one... Oh, hey, there we go. There's the one attack he can do that actually is a difficult time. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was definitely a waste on the rot. That was a waste on the rot, but I'd rather waste rot than waste a life, so... yeah, let's just get the Site of Grace. Why not? Easy enough. Alright, time to go see Pydia. Hopefully Pydia has something useful for us today. I really don't know why I bother collecting as many items off the ground as I do. It's definitely like some ADHD, ooh, shiny kind of energy, honestly, but... At the same time, I don't know, I guess I would rather do all the collecting that I do in the worst case scenario, but any worst case scenario where we have to rely off junk like that, we're probably not having a good day. I guess that's a good thing, though, is in most cases where any of these things apply, they rarely do. They very rarely do. Because those are, like, the painful ones, whereas, like, just having a really bad time with some enemies and just suddenly getting overwhelmed, that is a more trainable incident to practice for. Like, you don't have to throw your face into everything the way that I do. I tend to do it and see what happens and get lucky-ish. And, does it pay off? No. No, it doesn't pay off. I'm gonna get just a handful more of those. Otherwise, this shop kind of sucks. Yeah, this was actually, like, a really bad Pydia. That's unfortunate. Alright. I guess at this rate that we're going at, we could backtrack. We could backtrack. And we could go to Caelid to go get the second half of Dectus. Because once we do that, at least, then... I mean, then at that point, we can go right to Altus. Which going to Altus sooner than later wouldn't be a terrible idea. We could actually, I think in this case, because key items are spawning where they technically should be. No, never mind. I don't think it affects bell bearings. I think bell bearings are not normal. And it was a shit item. Okay. Alright, well, here's hoping this merchant has something useful. Actually, funny enough, I think because we turned off item randomization for everything, it's made it so most of our shops have been... Most of them, I should say. Most of them have been a little bit more useful. Take that extra pot, why not? These are so dirt cheap, I'd kind of be stupid not to take them, so... That's way too expensive, fuck that. That's a bad shop otherwise. Okay, cool. I guess, I mean, we could see about doing a side boss or two. Right, we do have access to Liurnia now. My bad. I completely blanked on that. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go get the map, too. Let's go get the map. I know map's not useful by any measure, but I'm not gonna lie, it does make me personally feel quite better, just having the map available. So. Actually, going this way, we might actually run into that small Erd tree on accident. Yeah, sure enough. There we go. Just a seed? Oh, no, it's a smithy. Okay, cool, there we go. There's all of our standard smithy weapons. Up to plus 6. You know what? I'm glad my OCD kicked in on this one. That's great. That's awesome. I don't really need this side of grace, but I'll get it anyways. You know what, actually, now that I think about it, if we do end up getting a talisman, this all pairs really well with Bloodflame Blade. We could Bloodflame Blade this rapier. That would not be a bad idea. That'd probably be pretty good. I don't remember if I took the bell bearing for it, but I guess we could find out. And we did meet Garonk, so we could go talk to D and get his shop. It's not a great shop, but damn, I am rambling.
I'm known as heed those who all the more. Unless you then I think your power.
It's trash. Wow, thanks, bud.
Well then,
Where's Bloodflame Blade?
may the golden...
Okay. Freezing Mist. You know what, actually, yeah, Freezing Mist would not be a dumb idea, would it? Like, simple cast it and just set it and forget it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea whatsoever. One of these will be useful later, but we don't really need that right now. Okay. Golden Rune. I mean, cool. We can have cash back in our pockets. That's a choice we could make, definitely. Smithy 2, sure, why not? Let's take another Smithy 2. Cheap cracked pot, okay. More Smithy 2s, okay. Not worth our time, cool. There it is, there's Bloodflame. Yeah, definitely. Bloodflame, if we end up getting a talisman, that'll actually... Or a seal, my bad. That'll actually be worth our time. I already checked that row, my bad. I did it again. He does sell blood grease, but nah, not so much. I'd really rather not. Cheap golden seed, sure, why not? We also have some more bell bearings, which I probably should have done this a little sooner, but yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah, duh. Oh, these are even cheaper. These are... Yeah, these are literally so much cheaper. I should have just done that to begin with. That would have been smarter. Sure. I'll buy the rune that gives me my money back. It is kind of useful to have just a rune that I can just purchase like that. So you can just redeposit your money like that. That is useful. Is it terribly useful? No. At the rate we're going at right now, I am kind of about to say, yeah, I guess honestly Rogier's might be the way to go for the time being. Because it's I mean, it's been doing a lot of work, grand scheme of things. We do have an old man in our pockets. Actually, we could pop old man right now and go get a second old man from the mausoleum. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you know what? I think Rogier's proved itself well enough multiple times over at this point. Yeah, let's do the Rogier's investment. We can pivot at a different point, and it might end up being Somber, the Blasphemous Blade. It's probably going to be the Blasphemous, because that's just hands down the better weapon. But still. Actually, a couple levels into Staff of Loss, why not? Yeah, you know what, honestly, yeah, that's probably worth our time. Higher damage output from Staff of Loss sounds like a great idea. Everything with this is a great idea. I'm not going to play around with Rogier's. I'm just going to leave it as is, because, yeah, that's just a good option at the moment. Alright, let's go get a second old man. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me see if I have a weapon here that can do the mausoleum a little bit smoother. Yes, I do. Yeah, you want something with a long attack animation or a long, like, hitbox to it when it comes to these mausoleums. Just because it literally clears the leg off so quick. Was that enough? Does not look like it was enough. That... Okay, there we go. That was enough. Awesome. No, honestly, in all seriousness, though, Rogier's has definitely proven itself worthy of just being the weapon of this run, more or less. I kind of like our build so far. Like, it's very stealthy. It's very, very stealthy. It's pretty damn cool. Do I have a hat that would be maybe a little bit... Yes, I do, but I don't really want to use that. It kind of just... It looks ugly, is the thing. I kind of like maybe the Zamor mask. You know what? No. No, honestly, Fia's hood just looks hands down better, I think, with the set. More or less, at least. Crucible... No, that doesn't look quite right with this. Royal Knight Greaves... Nah, let me forget about style for right now. Style's important enough, sure, but... It's definitely going to get me killed if I play around with that too much. I don't remember if I saw what was at the tree over here. What was at the tree over here? Was that a Deathrite bird? I guess we could go find out real quickly. We could kill like a strong enough boss. It definitely would be worth our time. Nevertheless, I mean, we have to go ahead and run through Hell House in a second here, so there's that. Alright, a little bit more in vigor. Awesome. I prefer the flat number, so we're going to do the flat number. Yeah. Alright, let's go find out what we got over here. Hopefully it is easily manageable. It is easily manageable, yes. I am kind of just spamming Glint Blade because, like I said before, it does a lot in terms of Staggerino damage. She is not taking a lot of damage in terms of the Night Maiden's Mist, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, that's, I guess, kind of expected. If she wants to keep having a mage battle with me, I am more than open to it. I will dodge all of her attacks all day long. I could have sworn I casted that a little quicker, but okay. Excuse me, you're not gonna get the fucking 1-2 punch on me. Really? No, no Staggerino yet, huh? Does she have, like, just an insane recovery time? Is that what it is? There we go. How's the crit damage looking? Not awesome, but whatever. If anything, I really should just be sitting here and just letting her sit in my fucking ketamine-induced, juice. I really should probably just be letting her do that. I'm sorry, what? How'd you hit me? Okay, that's totally fair and understandable. I'd probably chug a little early. I'd prefer to stay at full capacity. Yeah, just in case anything happens. Alright, I have one more cast of Night Maidens. She is chunky. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Night Maidens is doing a lot of work right now, but still, she is very chunky. Alright, there it is. Wow, why is she so tanky? Like, she is significantly tanky. I expect a lot of money for that. And sure enough, I wasn't disappointed. Nice. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. It was definitely worth murdering her. Alright, let's level up a little bit more. Nah. 40 is probably okay right now, because that's maxing 45 right now with Godric's. Maybe at this point I could probably do a little bit of pivoting and maybe do some extra stats in, like, I don't know, intelligence or... You know what, let's do some strength. Why not? Let's do some strength, and let's do some int, I guess. Some int. Yeah, literally 1 point event. Alright, time for Hell House. Okay, cool. That guy blows himself up nice and easy. Love to see it. Yeah, as you can see, even like the basic grunts in Hell House are just tanky for no other reason than, yeah, sure, why not? No, I can leave that jellyfish alone. backstab. Fucking rat shows up, of course. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, bleed procs would probably do some level of work right now for us, I think. But I think as long as we outplay our enemies and just use Night Maidens the way that it's intended, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Oh god. He's fucking coming in for the hands. Fucking backstab. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the item spawn that is in place of the Radagon Source Seal. Actually, you know what? Let me take a look at this real quickly here. I'm going to entertain the concept. Nah. Nah, not worth it. I'm gonna say no. Not safe. I think in this case, I believe Fort Faroth is significantly higher level than even everything in Caelid. I'm pretty sure of that fact just because every time I've ever been in this area during a randomizer, everything here has just been... I mean, even like standard enemies that would normally be like just mildly scary are somehow even worse. Now let's warp. I want to get out of here. What's my level up at? Okay, 20k now, or just shy of 20k rather. How much do I need actually for Dark Moon? 38. 20. Yeah, admittedly, I kind of wish I had a talisman right now. Kind of wish I had a talisman right now. It would definitely be a lot easier for me to pivot into that if I had that option. All right, let's go into Rylakaria. We do need to end soon. We're gonna end probably pretty soon here. Okay, so let's see. We have Ant, and we have Bug. And what looks like Dog up ahead past that. Awesome. Ooh, okay. I'm going to take it slower than usual. Awesome. Go. Okay, the Clean Rot Knight decided that they did not want to be a part of that fight, so good for them. But now they have to be a part of it. So, there's that. Yes, that's it. Keep standing in that mist. Awesome. Fuck it. Oh, that's an old man. Okay. Cool. Okay. There we go. Oh, that just nuked the shit out of him. Awesome. Okay. This is probably mostly unnecessary, I would say. We probably don't need to play this out nearly as stealthily as we have. But, I don't know, it's real easy for a whole bunch of shit to just completely overwhelm you, and that was definitely some overwhelming stuff. So. Another Omen Cleaver, which is kind of cool. Bolt Drake Talisman +2. New Golden Seed. Yeah, sure, I'll take the Golden Seed. And cheap Dragon Hearts. Yeah, sure, why not? I have the money for it right now. Nothing that was incredibly incredible there, but oh well. Funny enough, if I remember correctly, the Great Oracle Bubble is actually not too terrible of a spell. It actually can, like, kick, like, a lot of ass in the grand scheme of things. Especially if you set up properly with it. It's definitely one of those ones where, like, it pretty much turns bosses into kind of a stop hitting yourself situation, which is kind of pretty awesome. Kind of pretty funny. Let's go get the seed from the tree over this way real quick. But yeah, I think we are going to be wrapping up, folks. We are going to be definitely wrapping up here. Overall, not too shabby, though. Not too shabby at all. We have a pretty well-established character. They're only getting stronger. We have access to Dectus pretty much at this point, so we can go to Dectus pretty much whenever we want. Which maybe we do that sooner. Maybe. But it's not important. Like, it's not a desperate matter, I would say. Rylakari is not... It can be scary, but it's not particularly the worst thing ever. So. But yeah, I guess in this case, folks, that is going to have to be it for tonight. Havoc has made it pretty damn far with the build and everything. At this rate, we're probably... Give or take, we're not really that far in, grand scheme of things, but the game picks up pace really fucking fast once we kill our second rune boss. Once we've killed them, pretty much immediately can go right to the capital, go get the entire quest line going, and then go right to Fire Giant. From Fire Giant, we go right to, whatchamacallit. And then from there, we're in the Ashen Capital, and yeah, that's honestly really it. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, folks, that is going to have to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it as always. Please have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your nights. Have good time. Take good care. Get your food, your water, your sleep. If you had a good time tonight and you're new to this channel, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already considered it. It does help a lot, and it means a lot too. So, thank you so much for stopping in, and I will see you all in the next time.